Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Real Talk with Coach Sherri. And first and foremost, I really want to thank Sister Fefe Tyson. If you do not have her, if you're not already part of her team, if you are not part of her fam, I encourage you to go to her channel. I will leave her link in my description box below. But she invited me last night to be a special guest on her live. And that was the first time that I was on a panel for a live from beginning to end. And I had an amazing time. I still don't know how to work the back office as well, but being on her show, having those conversations, real talk conversation with a woman who is so positive, who loves the Lord, who is just there to support others as she would like to be supported as well. And she gives of herself so unselfishly, and I really appreciate her kindness, her support, her guidance, the resources that she provides, the tips that she gives. But it really brought back to my mind a while ago, a few years ago, I used to have a sports talk radio show on a sports blog network, and it was called Real Talk with Coach Sherri. And what I discussed was life after sports. So I would have different guests who were in many different arenas, different aspects of sports, and talked to them about what they did with their sport and what did they do after the sport. How did the sport support thereafter? Some of the people I talked to were still playing the sport, and it was just, a really good platform so people can see how sports is so intertwined in everything that we do and how important sports is regarding teamwork, time management, physical and mental health. It does so much for you. It can also hinder you, especially in certain sports where there's a lot of contact. But I really respect people that have played sports and what they are able to propel themselves into for the life after. And I enjoyed my sports talk radio show. I want to say I had about 100 episodes. It aired every Sunday night from 9 to 10 p.m. But, being a mom, being a wife, having active children, in AAU and, traveling and going to see family and just a lot going on, just life. It became very challenging for me to have that balance and include the sports talk radio show. So unfortunately, after about my 100th episode, I had to step down from that opportunity. And, one of the reasons is because when you do a blog radio show, or not so much a podcast, but really a blog type of radio show or any kind of radio show, you have a time slot. There's a lot of different people that also are on your same platform, just at different times. And you don't really have the flexibility to change your time, your day, or anything like that, because there's so many people already scheduled for those other times, and that's their set time. So for me, especially when it came down to AAU travel, rushing back home on Sundays, and even if I got home in a timely manner, I didn't always feel like, setting everything up to do my talk show. So, I just wanted to relax and enjoy my family in the home and prepare for the week, but I couldn't always do that. I had to rush home and set up and make sure that I had my whole platform ready and my guests were prepared and were able to come on. So like I said, I let that go. But being on Sister Fefe Tyson's show last night reminded me of that. The difference with YouTube is that people can actually see you, see your facial expressions and things of that nature. Whereas on the Blog Talk radio show, people would just call in as my guest, and they didn't see me, I didn't see them, and the different callers would call in, or actually they would type messages, and then I would share them with my guests. And so it's similar to YouTube in that way with the chat. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I should resurrect that part of me. And this way on the YouTube platform, I have more flexibility. I definitely would like to have a schedule where I can say every Wednesday or Friday or whatever, I'm going to have a special guest on that I'm going to interview. But for right now, as I'm learning and growing and playing around and, really I have an opportunity. Sorry, I heard something. Opportunity to see what day really works, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna resurrect it, and I actually have a guest. He's amazing. That's going to join me. I haven't decided if it's going to be Friday night or Saturday morning, but I'll definitely let you all know when that's going to be, and I'm excited for it. But you guys, I just wanted to come here real quick to share that with you. And if you're not already part of my team, I invite you to subscribe, like the video if you may. I will definitely leave Sister Fefe Tyson's link to her channel on this in the description box below. And until we speak again, remember to stay safe. And this has been Real Talk with Coach Sherri.